All right. What's going on, everyone? How's it going? Oh boy, we're back again. It is a Friday. Almost forgot what day it was. It is Friday, which means we're on the menu looking for a shiny Pokemon deity. We got Arceus, Giratina, Dialga, Palkia. And we're shiny hunting. It's in the title. Anywhere, everywhere. That's pretty much the gist of it. That's what we're here for. So we're gonna go right into it. I feel like I'm always super awkward at starting up and ending streams. I don't know how long it'll take me to get used to it, get on the ball, and start feeling less. I gotta be honest. At the beginning and end, I feel a little robotic, but we'll get there eventually. But yeah, we're back once again. I am very much ready to see one of these for shine. It'll be definitely the biggest shiny we've gotten. Oh, and I don't have a light on up here. There we go. Help me just a tiny little bit. Make me not look so in the dark. Yep, we are all good to go, I believe. Let me go check on here real quick. We are up and dandy running. Yes, we are. Looking good. Okay, cool. Where was I? Yeah, biggest shiny by far. If we grabbed one of these, we would be really rolling with one of these as a shiny. The first shiny of the new year would be incredible. I would love that. One of these four would be a good poster child for the year starting up. You know, a good shiny to start our year with. That's basically what I just said, and I said it again. So yeah. What else? See, like I said, it takes me like a solid 5 minutes to really kind of just like slide in, be like, okay, got my rhythm, got my groove, we got everything clicking and rolling. I feel like the first 5 minutes of the stream are always super awkward. Maybe just for me, maybe no one else feels that way. But yeah, today was an eventful day for sure. Did a lot today. I was out of the house for majority of the day. We were out and about. Emily had some doctor's appointments, so we went out to do those and, shopping and this, that, the other. That was pretty interesting. Just all over the place. And I actually picked up a new game today. Made a little community post about it, but got a nice copy of Pokemon Fire Red. Can't really see it too well on the camera down here, but the label on the front is really beat up. Like whoever had this as a child, they wore this game out to hell. That label is absolutely messed up. But the game works perfectly fine. There's a nice little save file on there. They're almost at the end of the game. They were at seven gym badges in, right at Cinnabar Island. They'd caught Moltres and Articuno. Didn't see a Zapdos in there, so maybe Zapdos is still available. I don't know, I might use that copy. I'm definitely using that copy for shiny hunting. I don't know if I'll use that save file necessarily for shiny hunting. I might restart it. We'll see. Only problem with restarting that save file is then obviously I have to play through the entire game myself. And if I can save myself some time, that would be kind of nice. But really all I need Fire Red Leaf Green for is the birds and Mewtwo. I guess I could also do Deoxys in those games as well, so another option, but not too many shiny hunts are going to actually be taking place in Fire Red Leaf Green, so don't desperately need that copy up in, where I was going somewhere with that train of thought, completely lost it. I zoned out for a millisecond in the middle of that sentence. I don't know where I was going with that. I don't know what point I was trying to make, what I was saying. It's all out the window. But yeah, if it has Zapdos available, to still shiny hunt in there, I probably won't reset the save file. I need at least one. So Moltres and Articuno have already been caught. The Zapdos is there. We should be good because I just need really one game per, I have 3 copies now, 2 Japanese, 1 English. And I just need one bird available in each game, essentially, at the beginning. Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres. Because as I'm doing here with these 4, whenever I hunt the birds, I'm going to do all 3 at the same time. Not sure how that's going to go because I don't know how I'm going to work the layout for that. because 4 games at one time, 2 games in 1 game, it's all pretty easy. It's all pretty uniform. Putting 3 games on the screen at a time, something's going to be like off, you know. I put the one screen in the bottom middle down there, but then there's all this like open space on the sides. I put it at the top, but then there's all, again, open space all along the sides. I guess. But then if I tried to do all 3 in like a row on the top, it would make the screens all really small. That wouldn't be very ideal. Could figure out a way to like stagger them. They might be like overlapping each other though. If I do like a little zigzag of like in the corners, like going down. I don't know. There's definitely something to figure out eventually, but that is the reason why I picked up the copy of Fire Red today. Because I need 3 copies for 3 birds. Ideally, I would like to get an English copy of Leakreen as well. Just complete the collection, have both in English and both in Japanese. And then also, whenever we get around to hunting from Mewtwo, I would prefer to have 4 copies. Again, for what's the word I'm looking for? I'm blanking on English right now. The word for like order. Oh, okay. Well, anyways, the word for continuity. Nah, not continuity. I can't. I'm just fumbling right now. I don't know what word I was looking for, but it is not on the tip of my tongue. Anyways, I would like a 4th copy from Mewtwo. I guess I could always get a 4th copy for the birds and just have 1 bird on 2 copies and the other 2 on the other 2. Could always do that. But I'm sure I'll have time. I will have time to figure all that out. Because we already have, what, 5 shiny hunts going on right now? We got this. We got Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan. We got Eevee now. We got Victini now. We still have Tepig on hold. Do we have a 6th one? I mean, technically we started up an Oshawott hunt, but that Oshawott hunt is kind of just like was a little test filler thing for, you know, I wouldn't say spurning Tepig, but being like, hey, you're not cooperating, we're going to go in a different direction. Didn't work, but like technically I did do an Oshawott hunt, so it's kind of there. And then there's always the shiny Magikarp, shiny level 100 Magikarp. There's a reason I haven't done it in a while, because it's entirely not necessary for the Shiny Living Dex, but it would be cool to find. Incredibly rare. Insanely rare. But it would be cool. And then at the end of the day, there is always also cute charm glitch hunting. There's always Platinum here and Pearl. I have both the English copies of Platinum and Pearl set up for cute charm glitch. So whenever, well, I guess Pearl right now is kind of stuck right here until we catch this Palkia, because you cannot leave. Arceus you can leave. The other 3, I don't think you can leave. Can you leave the Distortion World? You go back to the very beginning. Is there a portal you can go back through? There might be. I might could leave. I think it'd be really annoying to try and leave though. Going through the whole Distortion World. The other 2 definitely cannot leave. I tested it out. You are stuck here. Rowan's standing behind you, and if you try and turn around, Rowan's like, hey, yo, where you going? You got a legendary to catch. But yeah, so I could always leave, you know, the copy of our Platinum up there that has Arceus on it. We can always leave here and come back. So I want to pick, eventually I do need to back up cute charm glitch hunting. We haven't actually increased that counter up there. It has not gone up since I went up in December. Did I get both of those? Did I get Squirtle and Cyndaquil in December? I think I did. I think I got both of them in December. But the last time we mass updated that thing was on Halloween. Because I did a Halloween stream going for a bunch of ghost and dark types, and I go for any psychic types. I think I tried to go for Lunatone and then was like, wait, I'm stupid. I can't cute charm glitch Lunatone. It doesn't have a gender. Man, there's just there's no one showing up today. 10 minutes in, normally we'd have at least one person showing up in here. Guess everyone's busy. Well, if I get a shiny, that'll be really unfortunate. No one will be here to see it. Be a really awkward really awkward highlight, you know, posting, oh my god, I got the shiny. I have this whole chat box up there. Post the reaction. It's like, there was no one here to say anything about it. What can you do? What can you do? But hey, once we get, definitely today, you know, we'll easily get at least 100 resets in here today. Probably definitely should be getting more. But once we get to 1,000 resets, that'll be basically at half odds because we've seen a total of 4,000 Pokemon by that point. So we are definitely creeping up on half odds. We're getting there. Real close. And what we basically got Totodile at half odds. Because we got Totodile at about close to 1,400 resets. Which with 3 Pokemon each time is, yeah, it's about 4,000 something Pokemon seen for that hunt. Soul Silver starters, I think that might be the greatest shiny hunt of all time. It is so easy to shiny hunt starters in Heart Gold Soul Silver. Can still take a while, sure. It's not always fast, but the resets are so easy. Like, you just fly through that reset. It just feels good. You know, other hunts can be a little tedious feeling. Nah, not Heart Gold Soul Silver. Those starters, that feels like a breeze. This one isn't too bad. If Arceus was a little faster, this one would be ideal, but the little pauses you got to do for Arceus, just adding like 5 seconds each reset. Maybe not even 5, 3. Oh, I did not move forward all the way on Giratina. Whoopsie. Gotta remember, oh, I can actually reset. Sometimes I forget that. I'm just sitting here letting the battle load and I'm just looking at them like, okay. And I'm like, oh shit, I gotta reset. I've already seen that they're not shiny. I don't gotta sit here any longer. I can actually go. You know what I haven't done in a long time? I haven't made a call. I think call to shiny, I mean, I've never gotten it right, but I haven't attempted to call a shiny in months. It has been a while since I gave that a shot, so. How about today? What am I feeling? I'm not thinking 900s. I would love to be optimistic and be like, oh yeah, we'll get it in the next 30 minutes in the 900s, but I'm gonna say 1,000. I gotta be real, I'm kind of feeling the 1100s. I'm kind of feeling like 1147. 1147, that's what I'm feeling today. I think we will get a shiny then. Gotta actually get to 1147 first, so I need to speed it up. Going a little slow. No, mama, let's see what else was going on today other than almost bought, what was that? What was that English that just came out of my mouth? I almost bought 2 new monitors for my setup here. I get the itch occasionally just to add something to the setup, change something. Is it necessary? Do I really need it? No, I'm pretty well squared away with everything right now for the setup. You know, I have perfectly serviceable. English is very tough. I have perfectly serviceable monitors at the moment. Nothing wrong with them really. They're a tiny bit small. I kind of thought, I didn't think, like, I've had a, 24-inch monitors, I think these are. Had one of those for the longest time. And I really bought these as 24-inch because they would match the size of the one I already had. The plan was to have a 3-monitor setup, but I eventually went away with that just because, like, my desk doesn't really have the room for all 3 of them. You know, I had the one in the middle, then like these other 2 that I'm using right now, they were on the side, but like I couldn't get them to like flush with the middle monitor. They kind of had to be behind it a little bit. Just didn't like the look of it. I just wasn't really vibing with me. So, and plus the other one is like much older. I think I got that monitor back in 2015, something like that. 2016 early, maybe something. And so, you know, obviously the quality, it's just sitting over here on this desk next to me. Nothing, it's just collecting dust, nothing connected to it. But yeah, the quality of it is nowhere near on par with these other 2. And so there was also that issue of like, not only was the setup weird because they weren't like flush with each other. I could have made them flush with each other, but these 2 I'm using would have been really crooked, not so flat. And, you know, this wasn't working. And yeah, the quality difference between all 3 of them was also just a bit too much. And so I decided to put these 2 together. But now that I'm not using the other one, it's kind of like, well, I really wish I'd gotten like 27-inch monitors. Just a little bit bigger. Just because I'm getting old and I feel like I need bigger monitors so I can see better. Feel like sometimes I'm really having to squint or like having to like lean forward and get really close to the screen to actually see what's going on. Oh man, my lower back is a mess today. Unfortunately, side effect of going out all day, riding around in the car. I just cannot sit comfortably in cars. I just can't do it. It really messes up my back. And now because of that, I am all discombobulated. But yes, so I want to get 2 new monitors just because, like I said, I want bigger ones. I want to be able to see my screens a little bit better, not feel like I have to squint so much. I also want bigger monitors, ones that go up higher, because right now, like, my desk it's pretty wide. Like, this is probably what, like a 3-foot wide desk. Like, it's pretty deep. I got a bunch of space in front of me to work with. And then I also have like a little shelf at the back of it that has a little storage underneath it, and the monitors are supposed to sit on top of that. But my monitors, they don't adjust. They just sit in one spot. They don't go up or down. And they're a little too low, so I had to put them on top of these little like monitor stands with crates in them that I got at Target. But now they're a little too high, and so they're not at a good middle ground. And yeah, I would like to get some bigger monitors that I can just sit not on the monitor stands, and they would just sit on the little shelf thing back there and be a little better at eye level for me. Also, it's not really needed. Like, it'd be cool. I don't know. Kind of want to get curved monitors. Just feel like that'd be really cool. Although I'm not really sure how 2 curved monitors would go together, because like kind of make them flush with each other. You'd have to like really tilt them inward so they like make one big U. I'm not really sure if I want that though, but I want 2 monitors. Yeah, I'm just not sure what to do. Like one curved, one non-curved. Maybe. Oh, man. Oh, man. Excuse me. I feel like I slightly swallowed the water wrong last time I sipped on it, and now it's like a little feeling stuck in my throat. So I'm actually going to mute myself for a second. Yeah, whatever I did right there, I feel like I really swallowed wrong. It feels like there's just something stuck in like either my throat or like my lungs, kind of right up in here. Can't get it out. What was that? And then on top of wanting to get new monitors, I feel like the new monitors are more acceptable. It's like I said, I really don't need them. Like the ones I have do very well. They look good. You know, the screens are very clear. They look very nice. You know, they're solid monitors. Nothing wrong with them. I haven't had them that long, so not really any point in getting rid of them. I'm going very country today for some reason. But it's kind of like I want to. I just want bigger ones. Kind of want curved monitors, all that. I also want a new keyboard, but that one's even less necessary. That's just one of those being nitpicky. But again, I have not had this keyboard very long. It's kind of funny. I had my last keyboard for, I don't know, a decade. Never even crossed my mind to get rid of it. Or it was just, I was like, this is real solid. I like it. It's good. Don't need to get rid of it. We're chilling. I don't even know if I've had this new one a year. And there's nothing inherently wrong with it. It's just kind of lower profile than I want. I don't know if I can really pick it up too well to get on screen. But like, cord's kind of stuck a tiny little bit. But, you know, it's like nice. It's a smaller laptop. It doesn't really have the, it doesn't really have that little like extra, you know, the number pad with the, well, it has the directional arrows. It basically just doesn't have the number pad on the side of it. And I kind of miss having a number pad, not gonna lie. Kind of miss it. It's pretty useful. I still haven't gotten used to just using the numbers at the top of the keyboard to like type stuff in or, you know, all that. Kind of want a number pad again. And then it's too low profile. I thought, well, one, it wasn't on like display or anything, so I kind of just had to look at it through the box, like on the box, and be like, oh, that looks cool. I like a more tactile keyboard. You know, the keys are smaller, more flush. They don't really have a good click to them. Like, I mean, they do, yeah, they don't really have like a mechanical keyboard click, which I really like. Some people don't like it. Some people might think it's obnoxious, kind of loud, but I enjoy it. So I would kind of want a more mechanical one. You know, yeah, also. Very nice, very nice. You got a shiny Tepig. Very cool. What game did you get it in? But congrats, that's awesome. And welcome back, welcome back. Wish I could say that I've gotten a shiny Tepig, but I have not. I haven't tried getting a shiny Tepig again since the 12-hour stream on New Year's Eve, but starting in February, we will be going full send trying to get that Tepig. Trying to get it to finally shine. I am damn ready to see that pig. Oh, it's all good. It is all good. I'm not too worried about it. When it happens, it happens. We'll get there eventually. The longer the hunt, the sweeter the reward. So I am not too pressed on it. I would like to get it a little... I mean, I don't want this whole Shiny Living Dex journey to take too terribly long. I mean, it's going to take years, but... You know, I'd prefer it to not take 5 years, 6 years. I'd prefer, you know, 3. But it's probably going to be about a good 5. I'm going to have to be really dedicated and keep my time committed to doing this. And I don't know, at some point down the line, I might have to start shiny hunting for it off stream. I've been pretty dedicated to only doing the shiny hunting live, but I don't know, it might get to the point eventually where it's like, okay, if I have free time and I'm sitting down just watching YouTube or something, I need to be shiny hunting so I can complete the Shiny Living Dex. We might get there eventually. For now, I'm going to hold strong and only stream it, but we will see, we will see. I think once we get the Tepig, things are really going to open up. Like, we get Tepig, I'm definitely going to start doing more cute charm glitch hunts, because as soon as we get Tepig, I need to start beelining it to completing the national Dex in Black 2, White 2, because I need the shiny charms. So I'm going to start doing a whole bunch of cute charm glitch hunts, trying to get as many shinies as we can to both fill out the Shiny Living Dex and to fill out the national Dex in Black 2, White 2. What's up, Briella? Or yeah, Briella Edward. Blah, 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 blah. What's up? Sorry about that. English can be hard sometimes. But not too much up with me. I'm just chilling, We're here looking for some more shinies. This time we're looking for the legends, the legendaries. But yeah, it is finally the weekend. It is finally time to relax. I'm very fortunate. I get Fridays off. I only have to work Monday through Thursday. So my weekend started, you know, a little bit earlier. But yes, I agree. It is finally the weekend. Get to kick back, relax, just watch some football this weekend, which I think... there's no games on tomorrow. A little bit unfortunate now that college is over. NFL is at the end of their playoff season, so no more college on Saturdays. Which, I say unfortunate, it might lead to more. We might have some streams maybe here or there on Saturdays. I don't intend to stream too often on the weekends, but there might come some times where it's just like, okay, there's nothing going on. I'm a little bored. Let's throw up a stream. Throw up a little impromptu stream. What are you thinking? What you got on the brain? Oh, started that up a little quicker than meant, but that is okay. Oh, I'm on Arceus. Get going. Ba-da-ba. But yeah, so tomorrow, don't know what I'm gonna do. Might what could I do? What could I even I don't know. I was kind of thinking about committing to... I really need to commit to making this YouTube video that I've had on the brain, but I want to have a custom thumbnail made for it, and I kind of need to I want to wait until February to commission that and pay for it. So maybe I'll probably just wait to start working on that that video in the beginning of February. But thing I mean, I mean, if you feel like it, I guess, and you definitely, don't need to. And, I would never want to ask for like free work, so it's really fine. You don't have to. It's all good. If you want to do it for fun, but nah, it's all good. Especially considering I already have my my avatar all made up, so I don't really need a new profile picture. I'm pretty good with the avatar I got. And then, I mean, I made my banner myself. I could always commission like a better banner maybe, but I'm kind of chill with where it is. By the way, you got Tepig from a Wonder Trade. You got a shiny Tepig through Wonder Trade A. Wow, that's that's crazy. That is wild. Congrats on that. Okay. I don't need a thumbnail made at the moment, but I will certainly remember it and hit you up. Do you have Blue Sky? Do you have that new social media app? Yeah, I don't need a thumbnail right now, but one day if I need one made, I'd certainly hit you up. Okay, yeah, I'll keep it in mind. If I ever need a thumbnail, I'll make sure to hit you up. Ooh, that's unfortunate. I don't have any of that anymore. I got rid of Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all those. I decided to step away from those. I was never using Facebook or Instagram really, so like there's no point in even having it. I'd touch those once a week maybe, and like for half a minute I just never used those. So I was like, you know what, I'm just getting rid of my accounts. I don't need these. And then yeah, didn't like the direction that Twitter was going, so jumped off of that one. Yeah, in February I might start looking around, shopping for some thumbnails. There's someone on Blue Sky whose work I'd seen who I was kind of eyeing down to make the thumbnail. If you have any like examples of your work, I'd definitely check them out. Get that going. All right, yeah, after the stream I'll hop on there and I'll see what you got. Oop, went a little. What kind of work do you normally do? Kind of I guess, what's the word? What kind of IPs maybe? Like what kind of work do you do? Like, do you stick with like Pokemon related stuff and Nintendo, just general art things? All right, sounds good. all kind. Very nice, very nice. How long you been doing that for? I've always wished I was more artistic, that I could actually draw, but couldn't. I don't got that. I don't got that talent in me. I am not an artist. Like, I'm passably good at like Photoshop. I don't actually use Photoshop. I use GIMP, but I'm passively good enough at that. Kind of. Not like, I could certainly do better, but I like making them. I think it's fun making thumbnails, but I'm just not also not very good at it. Certainly not the drawing aspect. Okay, very nice, very nice. Lady Drop Bear, what up, what up? How's it going? Welcome back. Yeah, I'll add you after the stream, don't worry. Sounds like me, like shiny reaction. I don't know how I'll react to getting one of these shinies. I never know how I'll react to the shiny. There's always the chance that I'm just like, oh cool, nice, we got a shiny. It really depends on the headspace I'm in, what we got going on, but hopefully it's a little bit better than that. Let's see, watch Moxie 2D's art lock and react to it. I think I'm subscribed to Moxie, I definitely am. I think I saw that video you were talking about pop up on my feed. I didn't watch it. But I've never really considered doing reaction content. I don't really know how people feel about that, but always a possibility, I guess. Like, I watch reaction content, but I don't really know how people feel about, like, I don't know. I feel like you need to, like, reach out and ask for permission, be like, hey, is it cool if I react to this? And, like, I'm so small and insignificant, I don't even know if I'd get a response from anyone. So, yeah, reacting would be an interesting idea. I've thought about, in the past, I thought about making an anime reaction channel. Because I mean, I watch a decent number of people, by decent number, like 2 or 3 people react to like anime content. I've thought about doing that in the past, but I don't know. I kind of just enjoy relaxing while watching anime and not actually having to like engage and speak. I kind of just want to sit back and just watch it. So I ended up deciding against that. But yeah, Arceus, Arceus' shiny is, it's cool. You know, the yellow's not my like favorite color in the world. I don't think it's like horrible. But yeah, you're certainly right. Giratina does have the best shiny here. I like Dialga's. It's not like the most flashy, but I think it's cool. I kind of like the green accents. It's one of the few like green adjacent shinies that I don't think it looks too bad. Palkia, yeah, it's a little underwhelming. It doesn't do too terribly much. Yeah, Kingler, I do think it's a little bit of an underrated Pokemon. I do. For just being a crab, I do think it actually is pretty cool. I think it has a nice design. I think it's kind of funny that Kingler got a Gigantamax form. I don't remember anyone really caring. Like, I don't remember it ever, like, meaning anything. I feel like that and Garbodor, I feel like no one remembers that they got special G-Max forms. Because, like, who really cared? who actually really used them. I don't think they were even remotely competitively relevant. They just felt so like swept under the rug and forgotten. Use Pikachu. Okay, well that's nice. Glad someone was out here. I mean, I gotta be honest, it never even crossed my mind. Like, Kingler's a solid Pokemon. I think it is underrated, but like, it still didn't really cross my mind to actually use one. I don't know if I've ever used a Kingler in a playthrough. Like, if I ever actually sat down and used one. I don't think so. If I have, I do not remember whatsoever. Also, I'm not really sure if I ever used an actual Gigantamax Pokemon. Like, I obviously used Dynamax Pokemon through my playthrough, but like, one, did I even use a Pokemon that could Gigantamax? And also, I don't even know if I like, because you have to do special stuff to like get them to Gigantamax, right? Like, not all Charizards can Gigantamax Charizard, or like, you know, some of them just D-Max, right? Or am I wrong in that? I don't remember. I didn't play Sword and Shield all that much. I played, I got Sword and Shield on release day. Or I got Sword, I should say. But I got it on release day with the Sword and Shield special Switch Lite. I played it a pretty good bit for the first like week the game was out. I got to right before the 7th gym, and then I didn't touch the game for a year. In fact, it was probably over a year. Yeah, like close to a year and a half it took me to get back around to beating the game and playing it more. And I only did that because I was doing something with some people from TikTok with the games, and so I had to play through the games and beat them. And then I wanted to do the Isle of Armor in order to get a Porygon. So like, if that had never come up and I never had like a reason to revisit the games, I don't know if I would ever beat Sword. I might have just left it before the 7th gym. Never got around to actually beating the game. Who would know? We would never know. Why did Butterfree get a... I mean, it's kind of fair considering that Beedrill got a Mega. And they gave Beedrill a Mega. They didn't give Butterfree a Mega. So, a few years later, they decided, oh, well, we'll give Butterfree a Gigantamax for him. Why not? Let's see, we are slowly, ever so slowly creeping towards that 1,000 reset mark. Getting towards the clean old 4K encounters. And what, this is only the 5th time we've done this? And 2 of the times were kind of shorter. Kind of had to cut the 2 of the streams short, so we'd actually had like full-on streams for most of these. We'd be on pretty good pace, you know. Not taking too terribly long to get through this. Yeah. I like Dialga. I mean, there's a reason why Pokemon Diamond was my game of choice when it, you know, first came out. I always liked Dialga more than Palkia. Which, now that I think about it, that might be the only time I've chosen the blue game of a generation. Because when you look at the Pokemon releases, they're basically all red and blue, just reskinned in terms of like the titles and colors and all that. Obviously, originals, red and blue. Gold and silver, you know, not overly obvious, but like silver is blue. Well, I mean, I guess Lugia has blue on it. Ho-Oh has red on it, so it kind of makes sense. You know, silver's like the blue equivalent. Gold's the red equivalent. Ruby and Sapphire are literally blue and red. Sapphires are blue, rubies are red. You know, pretty well works out. Diamond and Pearl. Diamond is the blue game. You can see it right down there. Pearls are kind of pink. Diamonds are blue. This is basically blue and red. Black and white, obviously, probably the most varying from that, what do you call it, trend, because black and white are obviously every color, absence of color, so not perfectly aligned with it, but Reshram's Reshram's a fire type. Fire, red. Zekrom's an electric type. But it's got like blue on its tail, you know? The like blue electricity in its little tail engine thing. They're kind of red and blue in a way. X and Y are letters, but look at the colors of the games. X is blue, Y is red. Sun and Moon. Sun, orange, kind of reddish. Moon, night, bluish. Sword and Shield again. The colors of the games are red and blue. Scarlet and Violet are just shades of red and blue. At the end of the day, every Pokemon game is just Pokemon red and blue. Which is that it's like some you might think, oh, that's kind of lazy, you know? They're refusing to move on from the originals. I think it's kind of cool, actually. I think it's kind of neat that like at the base of it all, you know, it's all built on red and blue. Now, obviously, that's for like people outside of Japan. You know, originally for Japan, it was red and green. So. But yeah, I like Zekrom. I prefer Zekrom over Reshiram. Going back to the games thing though, you know, my games of choice were Pokemon Red. I might have, well, I don't know if I ever had Silver or Gold, so I don't know if I ever really had the opportunity to choose between them. I had Crystal. That's, you know, Crystal is blue, but like, you know, it's the third iteration of the game, so it doesn't really. Ruby was my game of choice in Gen 3, so the red game. Diamond was my choice in Gen 4, so kind of blue game. Again, I didn't, I guess I had black first for X and Y, or for black and white, X and Y. So I guess if you consider black the blue game because of Zekrom's like electric blue tail, I kind of chose a blue game there, I guess. I went with Y though, out of X and Y, so the red game. Which one did I go with for? I think I went with Moon initially, so that's actually the blue game. Then I went with Ultra Sun for the next one. Went with Swords, that was the red one. I guess I kind of flip-flop. I don't really keep with the red or blue. I guess I'm kind of all over the place. If I were to get Scarlet or Violet, I would get Scarlet, so I'd be going back to the red game. But yeah, Kyogre is definitely grown on me since I was a kid. As a kid, though, Groudon all the way. Groudon all the way as a kid. I mean, I still pretty much lean towards Groudon, but Kyogre is very cool. I do admit Kyogre is pretty sweet. You hating? What Groudon do to you? I thought Groudon was cool. Big red land monster. Right up my alley. Oh, I don't think it's that bad. He's got like tectonic plates all over him because, you know, he's the ground guy. He's the continent dude. I guess Regigigas was the one that pulled the continents into place, but, you know, he's the land guy. So he's got like, you know, tectonic plates, you know, plates all over him. Kind of looks like channels for like lava to flow through. Got a really cool like spiky tail. And then like Primal Groudon just expands upon the look with actual lava like flowing through him. And like for me, the Kaiju Pokemon, always a banger. Kaiju Pokemon always hit. Titar, Groudon. What are the other Kaiju kind of Pokemon? I think Duraludon's cool. He's kind of like, Kaiju-ish. I guess I'll say Baxcalibur is not on there for me. It's like weird. The official art and like 3D model and everything of Baxcalibur, not super a fan of. He looks really awkward. Not sure how I feel about Baxcalibur, but I've seen like fan art of Baxcalibur, which makes it look a lot cooler. And I'm like, okay, if it was presented like that in the games, I would be on board. Or in the, like, the official art, you know, if it looked more, less just like, just rigid and little arms just sticking out. But really, Tyranitar also deals with that in 3D space. Tyranitar doesn't look nearly as cool anymore as it did back in the 2D days. But I still think its design lends more to 3D than Baxcalibur's. I've always been a big Mudkip fan. Mudkip is my favorite starter. I think Mudkip is adorable. Little cute little axolotl guy. As for Rowlet, I don't dislike Rowlet by any means. You know, Rowlet never done anything wrong to me. But it was not one I used Litten the first time I played through Moon, and then I used Popplio when I played through Ultra Sun. So I've never actually played through a game with Rowlet before. It's really just a grass type thing. I've never been a big grass type fan, but Ryan, what up, what up? How's it going? Shiny Cthulhu. So we getting Shiny Giratina, according to you. Also, I made a call earlier. Haven't made a call in the longest time. So I said at, I think it was 1,137. And that's what I said, or I say 47. I don't remember. Who cares? One of those numbers, somewhere around there. I made a call to get a shiny, you know, there. So we'll see if it comes through or not. Hopefully, I can make it happen. I don't know. I mean, I'm not the most strongly opinionated on Pokemon. I don't really dislike any of them. I don't know if I'd say any starter design is ass. Some of them are less preferable than others. You know, even though I did choose Popplio the second time I played through the Alola games, I'm not the biggest Brionne fan in the world. I think Brionne's pretty awkward. Not super into the design. Same with Quacks. Is it Quaxwell? Is that the one that's in the middle of Quaxley and Quaquaval? That one's also weird to me, doesn't sit right with me. Like those two more than even Quilladin. People are really not big fans of Quilladin. I don't mind it too much. Like, yeah, Quilladin's a weird little round ball. Chespin and Chestnut a lot better, but I think Quilladin's very middle of the road, whereas Brionne and Quaxwell are kind of strange. Yeah, I really like Fuecoco. Haven't played the games, but without a shadow of a doubt, whenever I get around to actually playing Scarlet and Violet, I'm choosing Fuecoco. No BS. It's Fuecoco immediately. In fact, today, I very almost I found a Fuecoco pop figure at GameStop and I almost bought it. I was really freaking close. But I've gotten more peculiar and like picky with the pop figures I add to my collection recently. Not buying too many of them anymore. So I decided ultimately not to grab it. I was like, you know what? I'll let it be. We're not gonna get a new pop figure today. Damn. Also, I don't know where I'd put it, is the thing. You know, I don't feel like Fuecoco would fit anywhere on my shelf. Like, it doesn't really theme. Why am I all burpy all of a sudden? It doesn't really match any of my themes that I have going on. There's like that top shelf right here, top left. That is it didn't really have, I mean, the theme is like the color scheme. It's a Darkrai little plushie in here. There's an Alakazam pop figure, and then a Luxury Ball little tin. And they all kind of fit the same gold, black, red color aesthetic. So wouldn't put Fuecoco up there. And we got Eevee up there. Wouldn't put him there. We got kind of the blue corner going on right here with some TCG stuff. We got a Greninja on that one. I don't have anything on this one. Fuecoco wouldn't go here. This is like shiny Pokemon related stuff here. Wouldn't really go there. Trying to do this all at the same time. Charizard. This is purely for Charizard. This is the Charizard shelf. There's Charizard stuff here. And we got what, where's Arceus? I'm lagging behind. I guess I do have Blaziken kind of down here on its little lonesome on a random shelf, but it fits the vibe down there. We got some, we've got Dragonite. Yeah, Dragonite pop figures back there. Got some Pikachu pop figures related over here. I guess what? Umbreon, Espeon, Sylveon over here. Lucario's kind of off screen. You can't really see Lucario too well. Oh no, it's on there. It just blends in. Okay, what is going on? It is really tough to talk and look at my background and do the reset at the same time, but I will persevere. And then what? I got some like special Pikachu ones right here. I got like a silver and sparkly one. Yeah. I don't know. all that to say, I don't really have a good place for a Fuecoco pop figure to hang out. Very long about way of me saying that. I guess I do have a bunch of them up here as well, like the Kanto starters and Mewtwo are up here. More Kanto starters and Mew are up here. I think Gen 7 had some crap characters. You think youngster Joey's better than Lily? I mean, to be fair, youngster Joey's barely a character. He's just kind of a little meme kid that loves his Rattata, but I don't care. I mean, I'm not in love with the Alola games. I don't hate them either. They're pretty, I think they're fine. I don't have any negative feelings towards Lily. I'm not the biggest fan of How. I'm not a big fan of How or Hop. They basically had the same rival twice in a row. Like, they have the exact same personality. They're kind of, I don't really like the friendly rival. I wish, they don't have to be a complete asshole like Blue or Silver were, but they could at least be more competitive. Like, Nimona works, just from what I've heard people say, like, yeah, she's nice, but she's like a competitor. She actually like cares about winning, so she's not just a pushover rival. Like, she actually wants to battle you and be good and win, but she's just friendly at the same time too. I think Gen 3 rivals are a little weak. Brendan, May, they don't really have much personality to them. They're kind of just there. Wally was kind of shoehorned in to be a rival, but he didn't really feel like one because he was there at the beginning. You beat him with the Ralts. He's not around for the middle of the story, and then he just appears right at the end with the team, and it's like, oh, you're still around? Okay. And then Barry's fine. Yeah, he's a friendly rival, but like, he actually is a rival. Like, he genuinely wants to be really good at battling. He wants to beat you. He wants to, like, be the best because he wants to be like his dad. Barry has has good motivations. He is a friendly rival. He's not really like rubbing is that the term, rubbing elbows? I don't know. I think that's actually like being friendly, rubbing elbows. So I don't think that's the right term I'm looking for there. But Barry's fine. Barry's acceptable, even though he's he's nice, but he's at least competitive. Same thing with Charon. Charon's he's competitive. He's not as hyper. He's a little more serious. Bianca, I don't know if I'd go as far to say she's a female Barry. Barry is very insane. I don't think Bianca's quite as hyperactive as Barry. Not as all over the place. Bianca is a like nice rival. I like her storyline of like, she's trying to keep up with the player character in Sharon. She's trying to, be a strong trainer and do all that. But then she realizes by the end that's just not her. That's not her thing. And so she decides, go into Pokemon researching. I like her story arc. It's kind of the same story arc as the Gen 3 rival. Like, that's kind of their thing too. But it's not as well developed in Generation 3. And then I like Hugh. I think Hugh's a lot of people don't like Hugh. A lot of people kind of hate on him. I've never really understood that. I think he's cool. I like his motivations. It's kind of basic, he's a little overzealous about him, but I like his passion. I like that he doesn't care about anything other than getting that Purloin back. He's your friend, he's your rival, but I feel like if somehow the stories of the game went differently and you ended up on the side of Team Plasma, Hugh would have no problem flipping a switch and being like, okay, you're my enemy now too. I will destroy you. I kind of like that. And then what? Gen 6? Gen 6 is definitely the worst. Worst that the rivals have ever been. They are even worse than Hal and Hop. Serena and Callum are just nothing. They basically are non-existent. Oh, they're so boring. And then Shauna, Tierno, Trevor. Why are y'all here? Like, they have more personality than your main rival, but they're just kind of like annoying. Not really a serious rival. They're just like there. But yeah, blue's cool. I like the smug rival. I like him. I like silver, the more dark and brooding, you know, trying to get his revenge. Well, I guess was he really out for revenge against Team Rocket in the OG Gen 2? They kind of retconned that in Generation 4 by making Giovanni's kid. That wasn't really a thing in Generation 2. I think he just kind of wanted a Pokemon and wanted to be strong. I don't think he really... Even though I played through Gen 2 so much, I gotta be honest, it's been really a long time since I've actually read the dialogue when playing the games. Oh, excuse me. I just kind of go through the motions. It's like I know what I'm doing. I don't really feel like I need to read the game. I'm just playing. What do you mean by bad? Are you talking about like evil? Like how evil is Getsus? Or like you think he's a bad character? Like you don't like Getsus? By evil, I mean I think Getsus is the best evil leader. Like Getsus is truly he's truly evil. I mean, the first game he just purely manipulates and everyone in the region to try and get his ways, just to take over. He doesn't care about Pokemon liberation. He just wants to take over, and stripping people of their Pokemon is the easiest way to do that. So, you know, his motivations are pretty cunning and backhanded. Second time around, he's just like, okay, deceit didn't work, just full power. I'm just going to take over by sheer force of will. He's the only main villain who has literally tried to, you know, axe the main character. You know, in the second game, he has Kyurem almost glaciate the main character. You have the little ice things spinning around you about to impale you. Like, Getsus was about to off a child in the second game. I guess Lysander also was kind of trying to take people out, but he was trying to take everyone out. It wasn't really just directed at the player character. Lysander was trying to just wipe everyone out. Pretty evil as well, but I think Getsus takes the cake as like just straight evil. But I will put that conversation on hold for a second to say we're about to hit 1,000 resets on this hunt. 4,000 total legendaries seen. And we have some craziness happen and get a shiny exactly on 1K resets. Is it possible? Oh, press the button again. What can we do? Can we see a shiny here? That would be pretty insane. Unfortunately, that is not the case. No shiny on 1K. That is not in our cards today. Yeah, I think Blue is I think he's a good rival. Like, I think Blue is the snarky kid who's trying to like get under your skin, but like you push him to be a good rival, he pushes you to be a good, you know, good trainer, and vice versa. Like, I like Blue. I think people yeah, he is a little dickhead, but that's not his only personality trait. I do think he has a bit more to him than that. Shiny Sandile for sale. Might have to go take that offer up. Then did you miss anything? Nah. Nothing really. We just been churning away at these encounters. We've just been talking about rival characters, and I guess we kind of got pivoted over to evil team leaders as well, but talking about Serena. Yeah, well, I think it's because of the anime. Obviously, in the games, Serena and Callum have the personality of a wet paper towel. Like, they just are just non-existent characters. I know in the anime she has a lot more going on, and her and Ash, I guess, have a little romance or something. So that's probably why people are into Serena, because she actually had characterization in the anime, and you know, she was kind of a love interest. But yeah, purely from a game standpoint, Gen 6 rivals are a big old nothing burger. They are nothing at all. And then, like I said earlier, I'm not a big fan of Hop or How. I think they are the same. They're the same character, basically. Like, they're the same character. They just said, okay, we did How. We need a new rival for Gen 8. We can give him the exact same motivations, the same characterization. They look very similar, too. Like, you know, give them the same haircut. They look very similar. I think I probably like Hop better than How, but not by a whole lot. Also, I think Hop is carried by his association to Leon. I think Leon's cool. I like Leon as a champion. I think he's a cool character. I like the idea of, you know, the unbeatable champion. And he was pretty solid too. Like, his final team is it's a little tough. Like, if you were new to Pokemon, you know, that was your first Pokemon game and you're like working your way towards him, I could see him being a little difficult for you in a way like Cynthia was. I don't think he's as difficult as Cynthia. Like, you know, I didn't know his team going into the battle. I came out of it pretty beat it first try, was not too bad. Even to this day, when I'm playing through Diamond Pearl Platinum, like, Cynthia can be a challenge. Like, if you're not absolutely 100% prepared exactly for her team, Cynthia can give you a hard time. Let's see if I can try and get my back to pop up here. It's a little tight. Same. What about Brock and Misty? What's the same about them? Oh, excuse me. Goodness. I eat dinner right before streaming. I do this way too often. I wait till the last second. I eat dinner right before I hop on. And then, you know, you get the post-dinner, you get the post-dinner sleepies a little bit. And then you also get the post-dinner kind of a little bit indigestion, you know, while you're trying to process the food. I need to start eating earlier before stream, so I'm not dealing with those side effects. But am I ever going to learn my lesson? No, probably not. I've been procrastinating my entire life. It doesn't seem to be going away. As much as I would like it to, it does not seem to be going away. And then what? I guess I can't, going back to the whole rivals thing. After Gen 8, you know, going into Gen 9, I can't speak on them really much at all because I haven't actually played the game. I've watched enough people playing the game to kind of get a feel for Nimona, Arven, Penny, you know, them. I think Nimona's cool. I like her as a, you know, really strong trainer who's like a, you know, nice rival, but she's also like just really wants to battle you at your max potential. That's why she's nice. She wants to get strong because she wants to battle strong people. I've seen people online compare her to Goku in terms of her motivations. She seems cool. I don't think I would have a problem with Nimona at all. She seems like it should be a good rival. Arvin, he seems a little too mopey for me. I guess his storyline is inherently a little sad because his like Mabostiff is dying or something. Yeah, okay, I guess. I'd say Arvin's pretty middle of the road feeling for me. Maybe if I actually played the games, I'd feel better, different, but from what I have seen, he seems all right. And then Penny. Is she even real? I guess she is. Is she considered a rival character? I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about the whole Team Star thing. The, you know, misfit teens that go out and get in a gang or something. And yeah, I think Team Star is a pretty weak, evil team. They're not even evil. Same with Team Yell. I'd say Team Star is probably better than Team Yell. I know Team Yell isn't really the evil team of Gen 8. It's Rose's whole Macros Cosmos thing, but then there's a whole issue in that itself where like you don't even really realize that they're bad until the very end, and it's kind of like, I don't know. Okay, it's kind of the same way with Sun and Moon with Team Skull, and then I guess when Sun and Moon, Team Skull is more bad per se. Well, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, if I remember correctly, kind of redeems both of them a little bit. Team Skull and Aether Foundation. You know, Guzma and Lusamine. But I like Team Skull. Yeah, they are just some kind of like, you know, hoodlum teenagers, but I think Guzma's cool. I think they're fun for not being like a world-ending threat or anything. But Team Yell and then into like Team Star, meh. But going back to Penny, her whole like secretly being in charge of Team Star, that's like her thing, right? She's like Cassiopeia or whatever, the leader of Team Star. And not really a fan of that. I like that she uses all the evolutions, or not all of them, as many as she can. She can only use 6 Pokemon. I think that's cool, you know, having a character that just uses Eevee Pokemon. Kind of like that, I guess. Well, if I remember correctly, she doesn't use Espeon, right? Like, because there's 8 total Eevee evolutions. She can only use 6. She doesn't use Espeon, if I remember correctly. Which is my favorite Eevee evolution, so I kind of would have to... If that is true, I would have to knock her for that a little bit. I'm going to look it up. What is Penny's team looking like? Penny... Pokemon... Penny, what are your team? What's your team? Who are you rocking with? Where do I see this? Penny first battle. Yeah, Penny never uses an Espeon. I gotta knock her for that. That is, I know she has Sylveon on her team, and Psychic and Fairy kind of overlap as types, but not having a Espeon is a little bit of a problem in my book. Not gonna lie. Okay, we'll get back to it. Let's stop getting distracted. Man. Well, I guess, you know, we've been talking about rivals, and I talked about Getsus a little bit. I guess I could talk about, then pivot over to team leaders, I guess. Kind of talked about evil teams in a sense of, like, Team Yell and Team Star and all that, so I can always just ramble on about some, how I feel about the evil teams. You know, I've made it pretty clear. Team Plasma is my favorite. I like Getsus. I like, Gen 5 story with the evil team with N and all that. I think they're cool. Team Rocket. I like Team Rocket. I think they were a little underbaked in Johto. I love me some Generation 2, but I do think they're a little weak in Jogo. What is this? Jujutsu Kaisen? I always struggle to say Jujutsu Kaisen. Especially off the rip when I'm like freshly just going. I always struggle. Jujutsu Kaisen. Yeah, Team Rocket's a little half-baked in Johto. Could be a little bit, a little stronger. But I think they're cool in the Kanto games. Have literally just the mob, just the mafia. Taking people's Pokemon. I mean, Giovanni seems pretty cold-hearted, so I like him as a underground kingpin, evil leader. Back in the day, I think I would have said I liked Team Aqua and Team Magma more than I do now. Thought they were pretty cool growing up, but now in hindsight, I feel like they're a little lame, not gonna lie. I feel like their motivations are a little contrived, like, I don't know. They just seem a little weird. Like, I guess that was the theming they came up with, land and sea and Kyogre versus Groudon, so I guess they wanted to make the evil team center around them, but wanting to expand the land and expand the ocean seems a little bit like that doesn't sound like a good plan. You need water, so if you expand the land, you're all gonna die because you don't have enough water. I guess ocean water isn't drinkable anyways, but still doesn't seem like a good idea. I feel like expanding the land, getting rid of a lot of the ocean, I feel like that would really interrupt the water cycle, and then you would just end up with less drinkable water, so doesn't sound like a good idea. And then again, expanding the sea, people aren't really, humans, we're not exactly adept at handling living on the ocean the whole time. I think there's some cultures, civilizations around the world who have adapted and are pretty good at that, but I think most people who are used to living on land would not go over so well with just being everything's the sea. And then that interrupts agriculture, like, you're then basically having to eat everything from the ocean, which is like, okay, you can eat fish, but like, where are you getting your fruits and veggies if you only have ocean? Where are you getting your grains without, farms for rice and bread, and, this, that, the other? Yeah, just kind of a logistical nightmare. Like, what made y'all think this was a good idea? Other than, just saying y'all are batshit crazy. That's the only thing I can think of. Like, Archie, Maxie, and the followers, they're just kind of insane, I guess. Kind of dumb. Don't think they understand the seriousness of what they're trying to do. Yeah, goodness me. Oh, eyes feel a little interesting today. Oh. Probably, I think they just feel a little tired because of just eating dinner. Like I said, the post-dinner sleepies, I think, are hitting me a little bit. But then what? Going after Team Aqua, Team Magma, you then have Team Galactic. I think they're cool. I think Team Galactic would be my second favorite evil team. I think right there behind Team Plasma. I like Cyrus. I think it's pretty obvious that he is just kind of crazy. His motivations, you know, what he wants to, you know. Again, I'm actually kind of struggling because I played through Gen 4 a lot, but now I'm kind of realizing, much like Gen 2, when I play through the games, I don't really read what's going on. I've gotten to the point where I just know what's happening, so I don't need to read the dialogue because I don't need to know where to go from place to place. I just kind of do it. Let's see, what's he trying to do again with Awakening, Dialga, Palkia, all that? He's trying to create a perfect world. Is that his thing? He's going to use the power of the legendary Pokemon to do it or something like that? Is that it? Because, like, he's not trying to destroy the world. He's just trying to, like, make it better. Make his ideal world. Because, like, Gen 6, Lysander legitimately wants to destroy the world. Because he thinks humans are imperfect, not beautiful, and he wants to make the world beautiful. The Team Flare's motivation was a little strange. I feel like most of the grunts were not sold on what was actually going on there. I don't think they realized that the fate of the entire world was at stake. I think they were just like, yeah, we like fashion. Look at our red suits. You know, we're cool. We're sleek. We're hip. We want to make the world beautiful. And Lysander secretly over there like, and by beautiful, I mean dead. Oh, goodness gracious. Just smacked the hell out of my camera there. Or camera, microphone, what am I talking about? Look, I like how derpy the grunts are. Oh, I'm dropping some frames. Am I all good? I don't know when that happened. I assume everything is okay right now. I kind of like how derpy the grunts are across Galactic and Plasma. You know, the whatchamacallit, Galactic grunts are just kind of, they look like little spacemen, but they're kind of awkward. And then they all have like little bowl cuts. And then I like the whole like night. Oh, hello. What's up? Okay. I need to use the bathroom anyways, so 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Which, I don't know. Is anyone even in here watching it? I feel like everything was going going solid, and then I don't know if YouTube's just glitching out a little bit. Maybe that is the case. Maybe we're just glitching a little bit here. Okay, but where was I? Oh, I was talking about how derpy and Galactic and Plasma look. Kind of like that their grunts are derpy. And Galactic, little spacemen with the bowl cuts, and then I guess OG Team Plasma, they're little Knights of the, Knights of the Templar or whatever you want to call it. And they look extra derpy with their little hoods on and everything. I don't know, something about the grunts being really derpy looking makes it better. I don't know how to describe it, but I just kind of like when the grunts look a little, they look like fools because I think they're being taken for fools, I feel like Cyrus gets us. I feel like they don't actually care about it. They're just using these people as a means to an end. And so it kind of like, I don't know. It kind of matches their, probably what their mentality is, like how they fell into being galactic or plasma grunts. And they were made to look how foolish they are. I don't know. maybe I'm thinking a little too deep on that, but down a little tiny bit. Do like that. There we go. Okay. That is more like it. That is more what I want. Right, so we're about 100-ish or so resets away from whatever my call was. I can't remember. I said 1137 or 1147. I do not know. It is one of the two. We'll get there eventually. Maybe I'll be right. Hopefully I'm right. Kind of nice to grab another shiny for us. Increase our living dex just a little bit more. Something I just looked over and saw my copy of Soul Silver on my desk, and it reminds me, something I really need to do is on stream I need to catch the red Gyarados from the Lake of Rage, just because I want to catch every shiny on, every shiny for the Shiny Living Dex I want to actually catch on stream, or at least on recording, preferably on stream. I guess I technically don't have on stream me getting my shiny Bayleaf that I do have on this total, because I did just kind of, I made that community post about it, but not really the same. I guess I do have the video of me like getting that shiny Chikorita, not like live reacting to it, but I started recording after I got it, and then you see me selecting the Chikorita, so it's it's there, legit, whatever. I could always post that as I don't know what I would post that as. I don't really think that would go well as a short or anything like that. We'll see. I had recorded that way back in the day for TikTok. I'd been posting on TikTok a lot, and I was doing the soft reset because I was bored, and I got the shiny Chikorita, and so I just made a little quick video and was like, oh, yo, I got this shiny Chikorita, look at that. Woo! But yeah, so I need to actually on stream catch the red Gyarados from the Lake of Rage. That way I can play through the game a bit more. Actually get us down through the game. Get us to the point where we can catch Lugia and Ho-Oh, or like shiny hunt for them, not just catch them. And then we where else was I going with that? I think I had another point to make there, but I completely lost track of where my brain was at. So I guess whatever I had on the mind, we will never know. Yeah, I'm just in a weird... I think it was because of sitting in the car all day and just really got me thrown off. Taking me a second to get comfortable here. But I shall get there eventually. We'll be just got to find a way to kick back, relax, and get feeling good. This gonna work for me? Maybe. Boom, 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 boom. What is this? Battle Factory? I was about to say, I do not recognize this. This is one of those songs that like rarely ever comes up on the stream playlist, I feel like. I heard it start and I was like, what in the world are you? So I'm trying to decide on something here. I've got a little bit of a special, what's the word I want to use for it? I have a special little segment I was thinking about adding to the stream. Specifically on Fridays, might do it other days of the week, but specifically something I want to start adding to Friday streams. Be a little tiny break from the shiny hunt, something we would go, it'd be something to do adjacent to the shiny. It's still shiny Pokemon related, but it's not not the hunting. I'm trying to decide when I want to actually do that though. I actually want to take us on our little excursion here. Maybe at 1,050. I like doing things on nice whole iterations of numbers. So like 10,000 or 10,000, 1,050 sounds like a nice little place to take a pit stop at. Maybe just 1,100 total. I'm going all the way to 1111. You know, 1111. Maybe that as well. It's not a, you know, not really a whole round number like, you know, I'm thinking about, but it's kind of a funny number, you know, just all ones. I don't know. Yes, we'll see what I'm feeling like in where I'm feeling. But we're also getting close to 2 hours deep into the stream, so I feel like maybe throwing it in here right now would probably be good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the fighting type. This one I have learned to recognize. This theme has ingrained itself to me. I really like this one. The Pukilis fighting type person from Pokemon Conquest. It's a fun theme. I enjoy this one. Oh, excuse me. Alright, I guess we just vibing right now. Just vibing. Because I do not really have a... guess I don't really... We've talked about the... talked about the rivals. We talked about the evil teams. Yeah, I don't really know. Don't know where else to go from here. It looks like and it looks like I am alone. I guess there's always Pokemon professors. We talked about rivals. We talked about evil teams. How about professors? That's always a... not always. I don't feel like no one ever really talks about the professors. Because outside of like Oak, I feel like a lot of the professors aren't really seen as like super memorable. Maybe more so than I think. I just feel like I don't know. Because like Elm, I like Elm. I'm maybe a little biased because I'm just a big Gen 2 person, but like, I guess what is there about Elm to really like though? He's kind of a little nervous, kind of jumpy in a way. Less confident of himself, maybe one might say, possibly. I don't know. It's a little tough. Like they give Oak so much characterization because he's like involved in almost in so many other regions. Like You see Oak in Generation 2. You see Oak in Generation 4. You do see Oak in Generation 4, right? I'm remembering that correctly. Like, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, he was there, right? It's like, I feel like he is, but then am I just conflating Heart Gold, Soul Silver with Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum? I feel like Oak makes an appearance in Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, but now I am questioning myself. Not in Gen 5. I don't think he's in Gen 6 either. He's kind of in Gen 7, but it's like his cousin or whatever. Maybe he's not as widely present as I was kind of thinking. Yeah, not really. I don't know. Now that I think about it, the other professors just feel like less of characters than Professor Oak for some reason. I don't know why. Like, now that I think about it, is there really much to say about Elm and like Birch? Like, I feel like the only thing you can really pull from them is like just their design. Like, do you like their design? I don't know. What am I doing? I'm just sitting here zoned out and I'm like, oh, I need to reset. I'm not actually battling these things. Well, this is something. I just don't know. I just don't know what to think about all this. Oh, I just don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I'm just kind of here. Just kind of floundering about. All right, well, I think I'm going to call it a day on that reset right there. We'll just leave it at 1070. That sounds fine. So yeah, that was a stream for sure. That was a stream of all time. That was a stream that happened during the year 2025. And yeah, I guess I'll be back Monday.